Warning, this is a family-friendly radio. Children of all ages are welcome to participate.
This is my grandpa's geocaching talk show.
Hikerjamz After Cache is sponsored by Cacheface.social. Like to meet new friends, share your photos, tell stories about your caching adventures? Go to Cacheface.social. You might be surprised that some of your friends are already there waiting for you. So try it out today. It's free and it always will be. That's www.cacheface.social. See you there.
And now for our latest news.
Hello, geocachers, and welcome to Hikerjamz Crazycritter1966 geocaching after cache. Okay, hey, we have a co-host. It's official.
I'm back. I was outvoted.
Yeah, she was outvoted. She had we had polls out, and people voted on polls on different websites, and they all said yes, she should be the co-host, and yes, she should stay as a co-host, and so yes, she is our co-host.
Thank you.
Yep, you're welcome. All right, so now it's going to be officially Hikerjamz / Crazycritter1966 on our shows from now on. We'll still have the episode in front of it, though, so you know which episode you was listening to. And we're going to do our best to keep this thing going. I know the rating, the statistics on this last week's show, episode 18, has outdone every show back to the 10th of August.
I thank Paul for that and Mr. Yuck for the extra advertising.
Yeah, someone did some advertising, did a lot of tweets on Twitter, and it just got out there. It really, really did. And so we hope that maybe by this time next week that the rating on that show will even go as high as to beat the last show before that. You know, it's the 10th, the 4th. No, the 3rd. Yeah, the 3rd of August. So, anyway, here we are back again for this week. And today we are going to have a couple things going on here. And first let's start off with...
Okay, listen up, mail call!
All right, and we have a mail call today from Mr. Yuck. And he sent us this little adventure that he went on this past week, and he really was pretty excited about it. And I'll read this email to you. And so apparently his wife, Mrs. Yuck, is a nurse of some type. And anyway, the email goes like this. He says, submission of adventure this past week. Mrs. Yuck, and yes, I do occasionally call her that, had to work a 12-hour shift at a hospital in a small town 41 miles one way from home. She had a rough night with only a few hours sleep, and I took one look at her in the morning and knew she needed a ride, especially for the way home after a 12-hour shift. So I drove her there, leaving at 5:50 a.m. While at work myself, I looked at the cache map in this small town to see if there was any caches I might be able to find at night before picking her up. Yep, there was one owned by the museum in the town on their property. It was well lit, and I didn't even need the flashlight I brought. It had 6 favorite points, now 7 after I gave it one. I just thought it was interesting to find a single cache 40 miles from home on a Wednesday night, and that it was totally unexpected that I'd be doing such a thing when I went to bed Tuesday night. Okay. Oh, and he says, and the GC code for that is GC30Q9B, which he logged with his CGO from the hospital lobby. So there you have it. We have had an email there, and if anybody else would like to send in their adventure or story for the week or weekend, send that to radiotalkshow2013 at gmail.com. Also, if you just want to leave a short message, you can send an audio from speakpipe.com/Hikerjamz. And there you go. And let's see, what we got here? We got a few things to talk about on our geocaching adventures this week. You remember any of them?
No. I'm sorry, I got a lot of stuff on my mind. I can't remember any of them.
Yeah. Okay. Well, we're gonna take just a short break here. We're not even going to break here. We're just gonna go right into talking about our adventures here, as soon as we can get our kitty cat from chewing on the cardboard box, because I know you can hear that in the background. Well, start with, we did have 8 caches down on our list to go look for, and we came back with 7. So we're only 1 DNF this time on 8 caches.
Not too bad.
No, that was good. We had a small, we had 4 micros, we had a regular, and we had another one, like, what do you call it, other. And I think, well, I give one a favorite point. We found this, it was one of those plastic ammo cans, and that was in a cemetery too. No, we don't live in a cemetery, but we do some cemetery caches because they're, like I say, they're muggle free.
Out of the way, you're right, muggle free.
And a lot of them that we go to are older cemeteries, and there's no drive going into it, so we have to pull off in the ditch or pull right up in the cemetery and hoping that was the road. But this one was, this ammo can was so full of stuff. I think something fell out when we opened the lid on it.
It did.
And that's why I gave it a favorite point, because just to see all that stuff in there and everything, it was different. I'm used to finding something that's big enough for a lot of stuff, and you open it up and there's just a pin and a log sheet in it. It took us a little while to go through everything and look at it and see what it was in it. And the owner of that only owns that one, so it's real easy to keep maintenance on it.
That's right.
I'm not saying that you should only have just one, but he probably lives right down the road from it, and he can check it out any time. Another cemetery we went to. This one, it's that time of year for ladybugs to be out and about. And if you know anything about the ladybugs, I don't know how other people in other countries are with them, but they're a nuisance here at a certain time of the year.
Yeah.
And we went to the cemetery, and I'll let Crazycritter tell you how bad they were.
Well, we got out. When we first got there, we looked and looked and looked for this cache and couldn't find it. There was no ladybugs anywhere in sight. Probably about 30 minutes later, we looked up, and there had to have been hundreds of them flying around. You'd no sooner wipe them off of your shirt, and you'd have 15 or 20 more. It was like invasion of the ladybugs. And
the longer we was there, the more they were. And
there was a few.
That one cedar tree, it looked like a runway at an airport. You know, they was just traveling up and down that tree, and So, and what made the whole thing bad was we was there probably about half an hour, 45 minutes.
We were.
And we come up with a DNF.
The ladybugs were guarding that cache. They didn't want us to find it, so they kept invading us and getting all over us, so we had to leave.
Yeah, that's it. Either that or they all ate it.
Oh, there you go. That's what happened. They ate it.
They could have just all munched it down. There was enough of them. But we're gonna maybe watch. We're watching that, and got it on the watch list. We're gonna see if anybody else finds it here in the next few weeks or whatever. And the time we go back, the ladybugs will be gone because it's getting colder here.
Oh, yes.
Ooh, yeah. Yeah.
Chilly weather.
Sometimes good, sometimes not. If you're just jumping from one cache to another in your car, it's nice. You know, you get out, you get cold, you get back in the car, get warmed up again. But
don't want to walk down the walking trails at this time of year.
No, you don't want to do that. So that's out. Middle of summer, you don't want to do it either because it's too hot.
Oh yes, definitely gets hot.
And so, okay, that was the two main features of our geocaching adventures, and plus the fact that we did get 7 out of 8.
Yay!
That was good.
That was real good.
Okay, let's go into Lookout Lisa. I know we've skipped her a couple weeks there, and my apologies for that because we got carried away with this co-host thing, and but we got Lookout Lisa on here, and we're gonna ask her she's gonna tell us question of the week, and so Lisa, take it away.
We recently asked, are you attending or hosting any Halloween-themed geocaching events? Well, after tallying all the answers, we found about 60% of cachers are either attending, hosting, or already attended a Halloween event. So here's what we heard. Tony on Facebook shared, I just attended the Great Halloween Bash in St. Louis, Missouri on Saturday. There were several awesome pumpkin carvings and costumes. The costume winners were a couple that came dressed as a lamppost and a lamppost inspector. That's quite creative. Oh my goodness. Well, we heard about pumpkin carving events, night caching, and many of you also hosted events too. So we've had a good handful of Halloween events here in the Inland Empire, including a corn maze, vampire orienteering, pumpkin carving, and a bash that's coming up this Friday. Can you tell that we like Halloween here? Well, as always, we really enjoyed hearing about Halloween events. And you can too, if you follow us, Cache Advance, on Facebook, Twitter, and Google Plus for the geocaching question of the day. Thanks all, and happy Halloween.
All right, we appreciate that, and Halloween's over now, so I mean maybe that give us some ideas about what to do for next year. And if there's another thing too, if you dressed up and went out trick or treating this year as a geocacher or anything part of doing as a geocacher, send us an email and tell us what you did, and that's at radiotalkshow2013@gmail.com. Okay, we are going to have some giveaways. What we done is we have gotten 8 travel bugs, and they're all ready for you to claim it and sign your name to it, have it listed under your name and everything. They're untouched, they're still in their little bag, and they're brand new. So what we come up with is how to give this away. When you listen to this show, we want you to sit down, fire up your email, and send it to radiotalkshow2013@gmail.com. Now, what we need for this entry is your geocaching name and where you heard this radio show. Where are you? Hello? Are you in Germany? Are you in the United States? Are you in Canada? Wherever you're from. Send me the state or send me the country. Even if you want to send the town that you live in, that's fine. And don't forget, though, you have to have your geocaching name because that's how we're going to randomize it. And we're going to take all the geocaching names and put them in a randomizer. and randomize them, and the first 8 people that it comes up with, that's who gets the travel bugs. 1 travel bug per email. In the subject line on this email, put ACB, which is my little shortcut for After Cash Broadcasting. So put ACB in the subject line so we know what this is about. And get those emails in, because the deadline on that will be
November 7th.
November 7th. I wrote it down and I couldn't find it. See how I knew what it was.
You want a free travel bug, you got to send them emails in.
That's right. And that's the 2 main things. If you don't tell us where you're from, where you heard the radio from, where you heard this podcast, you don't get one. You just wasted your email. I want you the geocaching name and where you heard it from. Okay? And that'll do it. And we hope to get a lot of them in here, and we will see how far that one goes. And November 7th, that would put us on our next show at, let's see, November 7th. There we go. That would give us enough time for our show that we have out by Sunday, the next Sunday on the 9th. Well, so we've been getting the shows out a little bit earlier than that sometimes. This one's come out on Saturday, and but we do the show Friday night, and it's usually around 9 o'clock Eastern New York time. But let's put a deadline on that time too. Let's say 5 o'clock. Have that email sent to us by 5 o'clock Friday the 7th Eastern New York time. Now, well, okay, most of the people in the United States know what time that is, their time. But all right, say the United Kingdom, they're 5 hours ahead of us. So you've got until 10 o'clock at night to send us that email. So don't worry about, hey, I got to send it by 5 o'clock. Well, that would only be 12 or 5. Yeah, that would only be noon our time. So, hey, send us the emails. We'll get it in there. And let's see, what else have we got here? You got anything else right off the hand there?
Yeah, the travel bug thing.
Okay.
Again, I've had 2 people who have had my travel bugs for over a month and a half now. They're not moving at all. I've sent them emails asking them if they knew when they might be able to put it out. And of course, no response from them. So what I would suggest is when I go out, if I see a travel bug and I know that I can't put it out within, say, 1-2 weeks tops, I'll leave it for the next cacher to pick up. So if you go to a cache and you find one and you don't think you can get it out that amount of time, it'd be nice if you could or would leave it for the next cacher so it'll keep moving.
And also, there's a lot of talk going around about the the travel bugs. People aren't sending them the direction they want to go. And I've been guilty of that too sometimes. When you find a travel bug, you say, oh, I'm going to go here with it, give it a lot of miles. Well, maybe it was the wanting to go the other way. On the TB page, and when you look that TB up, it'll tell you what is the goal, what is the destination, whatever, and it'll tell you it wants to travel to Europe. So don't send it to South America, or don't send it to Canada. Send it east or west. Let it go to where it wants to go, and it'll get there a lot quicker that way. Okay, so we're going to take just a short one here and do a little ad. So be right back.
We'll be back after this commercial.
Geocachers, check it out. FTF Geocacher Magazine. the magazine for geocachers written by geocachers. FTF offers practical advice, hints and tips, cacher bios, and milestones, geocaching events, trail tales, and all things geo-related. Check it out at www.ftfgeocacher.com. Hello, fellow geocachers. We would like to take this opportunity to introduce TravelFleas.com. We are a company devoted to expanding your fun and adventure while geocaching. It's always exciting when you discover a cache, and for many of us, it's even a bigger thrill when there's a trackable hidden inside the cache. Discovering a trackable and being able to move it along its journey involves us more in the game. Now you, your group, and your clubs can become part of the journey by attaching your own personalized travel fleas to a trackable and go along for the ride. What are travel fleas, you ask? They are brightly colored, durable metal tags personalized with your geocaching username. Instead of just signing a log and moving on, let other geocachers know who you are by attaching your personalized travel fleas tag to a trackable and join the journey. To purchase your personalized travel fleas, visit our website at travelfleas.com. Happy geocaching, the team at travelfleas.com.
This part of Geocaching Talk Show is sponsored by Cache Advance. For a full line of geocaching needs, visit their website today. They are an official Groundspeak distributor, and they have everything you need for geocaching supplies. That's www.cache-advance.com.
If you would like to donate to Aftercache, you can go to www.donateaftercache.com. There you can choose the payment type that best suits you. Any amount is appreciated, and we thank you in advance for your generous support. That's www.donateaftercache.com.
Yeah, we was just talking during that commercial, and that's one thing about it. We can mute it and go on and talk about whatever we want to there for a couple minutes, but it just brought up another cache that we did, and I'll let Crazy Critter talk about that one.
You'll love this one. I hear a lot of people complaining about their caches keep turning up missing and they don't know what happened to them. Maybe somebody's walked off with them. Well, we were out in the woods one day looking for this cache, and we happened to look over and there was an ammo can by a tree. When we got up to the ammo can, we noticed that it had a very large chain wrapped around it. So apparently the guy was going to make sure that his ammo can didn't disappear. And I think that was one of the best ones I've seen so far.
And don't forget there, too, there was it was surrounded by groundhog holes.
Oh, it had, yes, I forgot about that. There must have been 30 groundhog holes out there around that one.
And that was, we didn't see no groundhogs, but there's been other cachers
said that they had seen them.
They have seen them. Of course, you have a few pictures of the groundhogs that we've seen.
The one at the cemetery we talked about last week.
That one and the one at the...
Right, I can't remember the name of that one now, but that was the second one I saw.
That one was right there in the open. I mean, there was a little cache across the street that was half an hour to find because my GPS kept bouncing around. You know how that GPS bounces around? Mine bounced. I was playing basketball in the middle of the street with it.
Had people watching him walk back and forth during what he was doing.
Yeah, there's people that come by and they slow down. They'll motion for me to walk across the street. I don't want to go across the street. Reminds me of the Boy Scout helping the old lady to go across the street and she didn't want to go.
Now, see, that's what happens when you get older. You start wandering around like that so people don't think nothing of it.
Look at that old man out there. Hey, I'm not old. Huh.
You know, you're in better shape than I am.
Well, yeah, sometimes. Most of the time I feel it. But yeah, I think I do a lot more of my age than most others do. And I know a lot of people are saying that I don't look as old as I am. So, hey, break the news to everybody that Crazy Critter and I is going to be moving, and this December, about I'd say before the middle of December, we're moving to Naples, Florida,
Because that's where all my family's from.
That's where all her family is, and we're going down there for my retirement. And won't never, ever again have to scrape the ice off my windows before I go anywhere.
But I'm sure going to miss the fall colors.
Yeah. That's what you go geocaching for, is take them photos.
Yeah, that's true.
So
now, there was that one cache that we went through in the town. We kept wondering, we must have walked across the street 3 times. And people kept looking at us like we were... Well, actually, we kind of were lost. We had no idea where the cache was.
We lost in our own little way.
Yeah. And we'd cross the road, and they'd look at us, and Hikerjamz would say, wait a minute, it's back over here. We'd walk back across the road, and then we ended up walking across the road a 3rd time, and I think they were just shaking their heads at us. And I told him, I think, yeah, they're looking at us going, yeah, them old people, they done lose their minds.
Wow. But I like to say, that camera saved us a few times.
It has.
People start to slow down to see if we need help, because we're on the side of the road with our flashers on, and I just wave at them, and Crazy Critter picks up her camera, and they say, oh, boy, they just keep on going.
Well, see, that camera got me into geocaching more. You have to admit that.
Yeah.
I do more geocaching now than I ever thought about doing.
Well, you always tell me, oh, what was it the other day? Oh, she was invited to someone's house on Saturday morning to drink coffee with them.
Oh, I don't drink coffee.
Yeah, she doesn't drink coffee, but the story goes, she says, well, I can't do that. That's when we go geocaching.
Yeah, that come out of my mouth. And 6 months ago, Hikerjamz would say, let's go caching, and I'd go, okay.
I went a lot of times by myself.
Well, now I'm getting to where I go every weekend, and I look forward to Saturdays just so I can go.
Oh, you got your 100th
Geocoin.
Geocoin?
Yeah, I did.
100 fine?
Yes, I did, finally.
And I ordered my 250th Geocoin.
Yeah. I'm a ways behind him.
Well, I'm up to 300 now.
Yes, yeah.
I forgot about that, getting that coin. But the next one's 500. Wasn't it? 500, 250, and 500.
Well, just think about this. We'll be in Naples by then. We'll have a lot more to choose from.
Oh, yeah. Well, well, now don't forget, though, last February when we went down there, I found, I don't know, maybe a dozen already.
Yeah, and we were there a week.
Yeah, we was there a week. Of course, we did some Muncie, too.
You did the Muncie.
Yeah, we did some Muncie. And I can't think. It's hard to pronounce her name. Let me get this right here. I'll get back with it. Okay, Vudija.
There you go.
Yeah, there you go. Oh wow,
such an odd name.
It is. Try to spell it.
I love you, honey.
Yeah, if you're on there listening to it, your mama climbed the second tree.
I'm turning into a monkey, honey.
Tree monkey.
Thank you. And me, for somebody that's scared of heights and as big as I am, I cannot believe I got up in that second tree.
Yeah, I've climbed up in a little bit of a tree, not very much, but I think the first one that you climbed up in when you came down and I went up to put it back.
Yeah.
I think that was the highest point that I've climbed in a tree.
Yeah, I still can't believe I did that.
While geocaching, I've climbed trees when I was a kid, but I get 15, 20 feet up in the air, and that's it. I come back down.
Yep.
So,
now to get 10 feet up in there, I'm not so sure I like that anymore.
Yeah, that's getting up there. But when you got one thing on your mind, you forget the other things that's around you.
Until I started coming back down and looked at the ground.
Yeah. Oh, how many people out there climb trees? I was reading. Where was that? I was reading it at. This fella is in Arizona, and he was placing a 5-5 cache. Yeah, and he was down there by the river. Wow, let me get them information on that. Okay, now I got my head cleared and got it brought up on the screen. This was in Geocaching, Arizona. The geocaching site there on Facebook. And the fella says a 5x5 has just been launched. As I was hiding a new cache container in a tree on the Upper Verde River near Chino Paladin. I hope I was saying all this right. I slipped and dropped the container in the water. Off it went. Look for a bright yellow plastic film-sized container with a keychain ring on it. It could be anywhere along the Verde River. Finder is granted a 5x5 smiley. Once a photo of the container has been posted to this page.
Let's go to Arizona. It'd be my first 5x5.
It might be in California by now.
Oh, true.
Yeah, off it went.
Okay. Yeah. Bye-bye.
Remember the story about the note in the bottle?
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
What was it? 44 years?
44, 45, something like that.
Yeah. After these, 12 and 13-year-old girls threw it in the river.
Yeah.
And someone found it here just a couple months ago or so.
Yeah.
And they got a hold of that one. They found her, and they had a little celebration over that. So that was pretty cool. It was different. Find you a note in a bottle. Take time to read it. It might be a geocache.
You never know.
Yeah. There's all kinds of things you can do. Of course, I don't know. That would be a traveling geocache. But if you lose one, offer a smiley for it. Let them put it back where it belongs.
There you go. Mail it back to the owner. Here, you can put it back up in your tree.
Yeah. All right. Well, listen, it's looks like it's 33 degrees here. 34, 37. I can't see it from here.
37.
It's 37 degrees here in Ohio, and it's supposed to be maybe a little bit of snow tonight. We got some rain a little bit, but they say there could be some snow flurries mixed in it through the night. Yeah. Of course, Naples, down there where we're going to, it's still 81 degrees.
Now, see, that's another thing. I don't necessarily love the cold, but I don't mind the mixture of cold-hot during the year where Naples is pretty well hot all year round.
Right. I mean, they're happy when it gets down to 70 degrees.
Yeah, we are. They were. We were.
We're happy when it gets up to 70.
True.
When it hits 70 degrees, we take our jackets off. So, yeah, anyway, it's going to be something different down there, and we're looking for the geocaches, different types and different places.
Yeah, we're running out of places to look around here.
Yeah, we've been driving now, 25, 30 miles from home.
Just to find one.
In the radius,
Right.
One week we go north, next week we go east. It's just, it's a lot of trouble sometimes, but down there we can start over again and start out at the closest one and work our way out.
And from what I understand, there's quite a few out there now.
Oh yeah, well, how long ago was it? Just 2 years ago, there wasn't any, hardly.
Oh yeah, about that.
Maybe a dozen.
Mm-hmm.
And now there's. Oh, let's take a look and see how many there are in that area. Okay, we brought it up and searched 50-mile radius, and came up with 67 pages. There's a total recorded geocaches in that 50-mile radius is 1,339.
That's not bad at all.
That's not bad. No.
A lot more than we got here in a 50-mile radius.
Yeah, I think so. And they see a lot of micros, but there's some regular size and regular size small, and there's just there's a little bit of everything, I guess. But yeah, we can get that many within a year. That'd be nice.
You think I can get that many in a year? Okay, we'll try.
Well, it'd be fun trying anyway.
There you go.
Now here's one. Where this is at? Signs of Nature, altered 4/29/08, and this one was placed in 2004. Let's go look at that one for a second, because it's got 11 favorite points.
Wow.
That's pretty good. Now, if you know what the favorite points are, you earn them as you get so many geocaches, logged finds on your geocaches, you get a favorite point to add to anything you want to put it on. And so this one has they've put 11 of them on here. And it's a multi-cache. On the Sable Palm Hiking Trail. And you can pronounce this better than I can. Hikerjamz.
Where?
There. That word right there.
I'm not sure.
Okay, so we don't know what it's called. So we're gonna have to learn some new words down there too.
I was there for 15 years and I still can't pronounce that one.
Okay, so anyway, there's no hints available, so it must be a good one, and looks like it's right out in the middle of nowhere. So yeah, there's 61 finds. Whoa, only 61 people found it, and then since 2004.
Wow.
Must be a tough one.
Sounds like it.
Well, that's probably why it's getting all the favorite points. And the last one that found it says, totally awesome. Bumped into rangers, but guy was really great. He was out on training new girl. And somebody else didn't find it before them. It says, the only thing I found was structure used with palms. Still enjoyed the walk. It was my first time being there. Maybe next time. Okay, I don't like to read them, but here's one that wrote almost a book on it. Did not find.
Wow.
Yeah, there's a paragraph on found it. And there's a paragraph on found. Oh, there's some pictures. There's a lot of pictures. So, yeah. Anybody interested in seeing this? Well, maybe you can figure out why it got 11 favorite points. The GC code J6WK. And you can look that up. Okay, what we're going to go do now is, we're into the show for 38 minutes now, and leaves us 7 more. So let's run through the giveaway for the travel bugs one more time, in case somebody somehow didn't hear it at the beginning.
Yeah, they may have missed it.
Yeah, they might have missed it.
Maybe they got up to get a drink or something.
Let's change it.
Yeah, okay. That would be mean.
So, oops, you didn't listen to the whole show, so you have to...
Oh, that would be so mean.
Okay, now, to win the travel bug, here's what you do. Bring up your email and type in there to radiotalkshow2013@gmail.com. In the subject line, put the letters A, C, B. Okay? Now, when we want to know what your geocaching name is, just say, hi, my geocaching name is, and then put it in there. And I listen to your show from city, state, country, wherever you're from. Let us know where you heard it from. And send it. That's it.
I think it'd be interesting to see people from Kansas or Russia or Germany or just all over the world.
I mean, I'm friends with people from Hawaii on cacheface.social, and friends with people from
the UK.
UK, and that one country over there. Where the kangaroos are. Australia. Yeah, Australia. And Canada. And there's a few other. I think there's even some from maybe one or two from Germany that's friends with me on there. And just let us know because it's interesting,
We'd really like to know where you're from too.
Right. So, and these emails will not go anywhere. We will not send them out for solicitations or anything. Matter of fact, once we're done with the drawing, I'll delete the emails anyway. I don't like to keeping them on there because just don't, it just ties up a lot of space. So your email will be deleted off the page there when we get that. But we're going to put all the names into a drawing, into a
name randomizer.
Right, or name randomizer. And we're going to have it randomized. And the first 8 people on the randomizer
will get a free travel bug.
Yeah, get a free travel bug. We have 8 of them, so that's first. Now, it's not first come, first serve for your emails, so, but we need to get them in by
November 7th.
November 7th. 5 p.m. Eastern New York time. And that'd be easy to figure out from wherever you're at. You want to be sure you get it in on time, send it in on a Tuesday or Wednesday.
There you go. That'd be the best thing to do.
Yeah, that would. So, that's what we're going to do for the show. And that's how you're going to win your TB. Travel bug. Anything else that we haven't touched on? I didn't. I
think that was it.
Other than we might not go geocaching this weekend if it's snowing and raining and everything else.
Hey, we can get in our car and we can go get some quick parker
there
grabs.
You go. See, rain nor shine will stop mine from going geocaching. So.
Oh no, the geo bug is biting me.
Yeah. And hey, I'm working on a little song there. I'm trying to put together a little song. I'm not going to sing it.
And I'm not either. Believe me. You would all run if you heard me sing.
At work, there's a truck driver that comes in there quite a bit, and he plays in a band. And it's his band. He plays R&B music, and he told me that if I come up with the words for a song, that his band would put the music to it.
There you go.
So we're going to try that out here. I don't know how long it's going to take to put the words.
It's going to
be a short song. So yeah, that's something interesting. But we are going to continue our show once we get to Florida. That's not going to stop us. Matter of fact, we're going to probably be doing a lot of it outside.
It'll be nice enough.
Yeah, out on the outdoors, great outdoors out down there. If the alligator don't come up and eat my microphone.
No, I'm more worried about the 5.5 foot rattlesnakes in our yard.
There you go. I want to see that panther too before. Let's not scare everybody. We're going to be safe down there. It'd be different though.
We could see the occasional bear or panther. I've already ran across a bear.
Yeah, you got a picture of a bear standing up at your front back door.
Standing up probably 5 foot from me, standing there looking at me.
And you said, "Wait a minute, I'm going to go get my camera."
I went and got my camera and took a picture of this, and I'm thinking,
when you come back with your camera, the bear is still standing there waiting for you.
The bear was still there.
Like, okay, I want to pose for this one.
I think the bear had to have thought I was crazy because it was just sitting there looking at me, and he's thinking, well, if that creature right there is that crazy, maybe I shouldn't move too fast.
Is that how you got your caching name, Crazy Critter?
Could be. Yeah, because I've been face to face with a bear. I've been 2 foot from a 5 foot rattlesnake. We've got the deer, the possum, all that good stuff.
Okay, well, that's the end of our show for today, and we hope you come back next week and get them emails out. And this is Hikerjamz and Crazy Critter. See ya.